Mentira. Ara. Bona nit a tothom. Que sí, és verdad.
Mira, tenemos problemas.
Acaba de empezar con The Last of Us, la conferencia Sony. Es el primer juego que juega. Lo ha dejado bien,
Sí.
Spread out.
Déu-n'hi-do el que estan millorant, tio. Com es veuen ja, aquests. Final de la generació, tio.
Molt bé, la veritat, tio.
Què acaba? Una mica en pico el primer o què?
Pico.
Com
en pico, què vols dir?
Que si té un final obert.
Però no has jugat tu?
No, no l'he jugat,
Això és pecat mortal, tio.
Sí, sí. ¿Es invencible esta tía o qué?
She went into the grass. Watch yourself.
Te va a enganchar la mochila, tía.
Ethan.
What?
Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
Guau, catacroker,
La galta, Besito la galta, tio.
Aquí no pasa nada, ¿no? Aquí con el tiempo revives, ¿no? Te curas.
Corre, tio.
I have eyes.
Esta tía ni Rambo,
No. Foten un ostión així, xaval. Bueno. De los pez.
Joder, no veas, la tía.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Bueno, la gente lo quería, pues ahí lo tiene, ¿eh?
Sí, sí.
Empieza sin rodeos, ¿eh?
Sí, sí.
Bueno, Death Stranding al principio o al final.
Yo creo que al final, ¿eh?
Kojima, ¿dónde está, tío?
¿Dónde está Kojima?
¿Dónde está Kojima, tío?
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios? The chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello, sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here. Well, it's good to have you here.
Well, it's great to be here. And I think that was a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series. And I think what we saw tonight, of
Spider-Man y el Death Stranding.
I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence.
Serio?
Really shows that, they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work at it as a player, but you're going to have to just think as a person what you're coming up against.
I can't wait to see more of that. That was first gameplay we saw there at The Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play.
That's great to hear that. And I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, it's a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
You know, it's crazy. With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans and the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy. I will somehow find more time
Sorry, but okay.
I will find time to
La peña deu estar que deu trinar.
Thank God.
I want to confirm
Yeah. Kids, don't try this at home.
Asleep. So yeah,
tio,
thank you
és
so
que no
much,
té ritme
Sean.
ni
It is
té
great
res,
that
tio.
you and the amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we
so.
can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. It is coming to God of War. We'll have full details on shortly. We have a lot more to talk about too.
Yeah, and actually, Sean, I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation.
We try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year we felt that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories we're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there, anything from The Last of Us 2, which we just saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So this year I wanted people to know that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months and available in stores, and that's our favorite web slinger,
of course,
Spider-Man. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
It's great to see you guys. I'll head back to the pneumatic tube station then.
All right, please do.
All right.
And
wear the helmet.
We do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it.
Bueno, calla, que sí que pican altres coses.
Get immediate access to Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
Welcome back. We are having the PlayStation E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell. Welcome.
What's happening?
That's
Good to have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces right before the showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bueno, vídeo de
So I say we keep this
27
moving here.
27 milions de m'agrada.
A bunch of
No, 27.000 m'agrada.
Black Ops 1 and Black
1.300
Ops 2
no m'agrada.
are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming
Bueno,
to
la
Black
M
Ops
mayúscula, que es
3
millones,
as
o...?
well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friends.
Oh.
So tonight, we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, very nice. This is why I love E3, because not only do we get to share awesome news with our audience,
Ah, no, que está gratis pel
PlayStation
Plus, tío.
subscribers get a little treat.
Get a little extra
little tasty treat.
Right, little
No,
mini
que está gratis pel
E3
Plus, te'l
spot.
regalen.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
You know, we've been sharing a lot of good news. We got to share
he jugat a Black Ops 3,
5 really cool announcements
Sí?
last week when we did our countdown,
No, no,
kind of ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5
Bueno, ja
game
seran més de 4
reveals
jocs.
and updates.
Si es
over
pot
a span of
comptar-
5 days.
si
A
pots
lot of
sumar
great
aquest,
stuff
clar.
announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
també ha de sortir aquest any, tio, no?
El febrer també, l'any que ve.
What is this? I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up, focus, remember.
From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
Look like you've seen a ghost.
That's the spirit. Comes a heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
Mira, aquest és aquest para comprar les VRs, eh? No et sento ara, tio. ¿Era parlar?
Hola, hola.
Ah, sí.
Welcome back. We're just a few minutes away from the E3 PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really... So let's keep moving here. There's a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we can see the crowd is seated. The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there.
Like if you can come down to
Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in.
in.
Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge, loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot. They do. And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
¿Qué? ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Eh?
Ni idea.
Uy, m'he cagado, eh?
Destiny, dels dos.
Sembla Destiny, no? Sí.
Destiny, sí.
Just a couple victims of this brutal prize. Am I strong enough to let things just die?
Però com va això d'aquest, tio? Perquè estic perdut, jo.
Jo no entenc res, ja t'ho dic.
De què és? Destiny 2 ja ha sortit, no?
Sí, però és una expansió de merda d'aquesta. Un altre fascicle de... És el que és. Serà molt dur això, xaval.
Destiny 2. Forsaken, sí, ja havia sentit, ja estava anunciat això,
Yeah, that was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one. And
yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up, and guess what?
Not too bad.
But there's barely any time.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight. But for now,
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Yeah.
Aquesta conferència, veus? Això cachondeo, col·lega, tio. Mare de Déu, és el Ghost of Tsushima, aquest.
Segur. Impressionant, eh?
Sí, l'home toca molt bé, perquè jo no estic aquí per veure el tio com toca el Shiranui aquest, on se digui. Jo què sé, tio.
Sony, queremos
I en Death Stranding,
manga.
què posaran Death Stranding? La pandereta elèctrica?
Saca ese y saga Kojima ya, tío. Que salga Kojima. Sí, no, si el tío lo está dando todo, pero...
És un puto crack, però, hòstia.
Jo crec que és totalment... fora de lloc.
Totalment, tio. Que...
Sí, la peña en camisetas de Destiny 2 allí, Sí, m'estàs dient que la peña que hi estigui allí no hi ha tots no venen a veure Death Stranding, tio? Ah, tio, el món s'enfonsa, tio.
A veure el joc aquest que te la pinta.
Bueno, cinemàtica. Encara està tocant, el paio?
Deu ser del vídeo, home.
Temple's close.
Hòstia, pues ara sembla gameplay, Pues molt bèstia per ser gameplay, això, no?
Sí. Passa que, saps què passa? Em sembla que tots els jocs estan tallats pel mateix patró, tio. Em sembla que és el mateix, tots.
Sí, sembla el mateix motor gràfic, el mateix,
Sí, tio.
el mateix estil de color.
O sigui, i de joc, el mateix estil de joc, tio. O sigui, no sé.
Però es veu molt bèstia.
Sí, espectacular, tio.
Jo això no sé si ho està fent la PS Pro o la PS5, això, tio.
Sí, tio.
Això és massa bèstia, Ara ho sento molt, però això ni de Pro, tio.
Comento el que ens han ensenyat fins ara, s'ha complert, tio. El guard també semblava una IA i...
Nobu, come!
Hòstia, però és que és gameplay en directe, tio. Bueno, en directe. Es veu que és el joc, tio. Però això no és normal, tio. No fotis, tio, jo no he vist res semblant en aquesta generació, gràficament. Això no pot...
El final de la generació, també.
Això és Play 5, tio. A mi no em fotis, tio. Això no ho fa ni el PC del Jordan, tio.
No, es veu espectacular,
No, és que hi ha massa herba en pantalla, tio. És que...
Sí, el temps dirà, perquè...
Where are they? Bastards! Enough!
A veure quin estil de lluita té. Si és Dark Souls, o si és Bayonetta, o què és això? Però és que mira el vent, tio, per darrere.
Sí.
I és que...
Hòstia!
Bueno, és una barreja, no? De God of War amb Dark Souls.
No sé.
Hòstia, ha fet un parry allí, tio. Uah, xaval. fa dubtar moltes vegades si és una cinemàtica o és el puto joc, tio.
És el joc,
Mira com es veu aquesta palla, tio.
You're late.
You're impatient. Where's the monk?
The bastards beat me to him. Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
Mira com se mou tot, tio, pels voltants.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako.
És un escalafó més del God of War, tio.
We could take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly, and they kill the monk.
Què li ha tret, tio? La 9, tio.
Sí. La 9. Mare meva.
És una barreja, tio, d'acció, sigil, no? Assassin's Creed...
En amaran la husis manje. Viva Ulos.
Pot ser molt bèstia, aquest joc, tio.
Sí, és de conya. Espectacular.
Sunio lokto sushi mag. Aeta staff aflopan. Please, I do not understand. Uldathwi, chamagot unami. Ulfmi che yaven sagt. Ci obelatno.
Acción aquí, de hecho.
Tiempo bala y todo,
No, tio.
Com?
Com va dirigir?
He called reinforcements.
Et selecciones per l'atac que li surt de la via.
Aquest no arribarà gaire lluny.
Masako!
Stand aside, Jin. You betrayed my family.
Oh.
Run! If we fight, the Mongols win.
Buah, tio, quin ambient,
They already won.
Sembla la lluita de boss, tio, amb Snake,
Sí. Podrà dir alguna cosa, això, o què?
Hòstia, però això sembla que s'acaba aquí, però m'ha deixat molt flipat aquest joc, tio.
Sí.
Però tinc serios dubtes d'on està corrent aquest joc, tio. Mira aquesta imatge, tio. Això és Play 5, tio. Jo no he vist res igual, tio, en acció. No fotis, tio. Ho estem veient en un cutre streaming que perd resolució, saps? I estic flipant.
Hear them coming? That's our enemy.
Pensa que en cap moment no he vist ni cap senyal de botó d'acció a la pantalla, ni res que marqui que està jugant directament, també.
Estan tot el hub i no es veu res de l'interfàs.
No he vist interface en cap lloc, tio.
Sí, però ja... Ho han fet més un cop, això, de treure tot el... Tu mismo, Ah, no, tio.
M'ha agradat molt,
És espectacular, tio. Caldrà veure si es compleix la cosa, però és que és espectacular.
És massa espectacular. O sigui, li dona com a 3 voltes a God of War. I a God of War és una puta bèstia.
Un espectador.
El què?
Tenim un espectador?
No, que no estic retransmitint.
Ah, vale. O sigui, estem...
No, estic gravant.
Yep.
Estic gravant i ho pujaré després.
Ah, vale.
No puc gravar i pujar.
Què és?
The oldest house
No ho sé, tio.
is a shifting place.
No?
There are rules and rituals. You can keep traveling deeper.
Què és això, tio? Ui. Aquests pallos flotant no serà el Death Stranding, això, no?
No sé,
Uy, esto es muy loco, ¿eh?
Esto es muy loco, sí. Esto es muy loco, ¿eh?
No, Kojima no està allí, jugant.
O sigui, com se deia,
Control. Pues no sé què és, tio.
Ni idea, tio.
Ah, de Remedy, tio.
Ah, els del joc d'aquell box, aquell, el
Sí.
Quantum Break.
Sí, i d'abans també els de... Bueno, tipus Resident Evil, aquell. No me'n recordo, sí que era molt xulo. T'ho anava a dir, això amb el temps bala i tal, tio. Dic, me'n recorda aquell joc, tio. Quantum Break. Mira, el Play 1, tio.
Sí.
És una puta rata o què, tio?
Sí.
I'm putting you under arrest.
Bam!
Back, sir. I've got this. Officer, you need help? What are you doing? Get off! No! Get off of me!
Resident Evil.
Hòstia! Veritat, tio! Sí. Sheriff, tio. Ja està. Ara sí que l'han liat,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Bueno, ahí está, Raccoon City, ¿no?
Money's in my account.
Sí.
Always a pleasure.
Attention, all citizens. Due to the citywide outbreak.
And don't make my mistake.
Uy, pobre negro.
If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Mira l'inici, tio,
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Sí.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
La mano al hombro,
Sí, Resident Evil 4, ¿no?
Will you help me?
Of course. It's an impressive display of strength. But we We never meant for this to happen.
Ah, tio. Quins records, eh?
It's coming. It's coming back.
Aquí la peña loca, eh?
Vale.
Aquí la peña... Ah, ja està, la peña loca.
Chaval. Molt bé. Mira-lo, home.
Pre-order today, eh?
Hòstia.
Alguno ha muerto aquí ya hoy, eh? Sí.
Sí, segurament.
Bueno,
Però s'està arreglant la cosa, eh? S'està arreglant.
No, la cosa va bien.
From Squanch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa, there's some action platforming stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game.
No havia caigut, tio, però era el primer, el Resident Evil. Ens ha ensenyat la rata a la Play U, tio, allí. Ja era com un easter egg, eh?
Sí.
Però han jugat a l'enganyo, eh? Ho han fet bé, eh?
Sí, molt bé.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, somebody call 711, because that's the emergency dial number for this, in this weird part of the galaxy, because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help! He's got electrocuted.
Home, després del remake, això, tio... Bueno, eh?
Bueno, home, si és el creador del Rick i Morty, segurament deu estar bé, no?
Bueno...
Menys l'humor, toques d'humor.
Ja, potser no era el millor moment, no?
Ja, Metal Gear.
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me.
Kingdom Hearts 3, tio.
Cause we get to be pirates again.
Bueno, almenys han ficat un vídeo diferent, perquè en portem dos d'iguals, ja, tio.
It's a real shame we don't have a...
Sí, t'han ficat el mateix.
Sí, tio.
Jordan.
És la Jordan, tio. Hòstia, però com es veuen aquests, no? Encara que són CGI.
Sí. No, CGI o no, tio, perquè jo ja no sé què pensar,
Això no és Kingdom Hearts, tio.
Sí que ho és.
Sí. Hòstia, però l'estètica ha canviat tota, tio, ara, Sembla real, tio, ara.
Sí. És estrany, que treguin gameplay d'algun joc que es va anunciar ahir, Perquè aquí estan mostrant molt més gameplay que no pas ahir.
Yes. Surprising, isn't it?
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Com es veu el puto Jack aquest, tio?
It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate. I'm looking for a box. Get them! Zora!
Depèn del món on estiguin, tio, es veu d'una manera o una altra,
Farewell.
Sí.
Arendelle is safer with me staying up here.
Oh,
Please, go away.
En aquest món, per exemple, es veu una mica més simplon, no?
Pel·lícula de Pixar.
Bueno, és que no és que sigui més simplon, és que és així. La representació és així, la pel·lícula també.
Maybe she's one of the 7 pure lights we need. The new 7 hearts.
Now, set your heart free.
And at the end, you'll finally realize what destiny has in store for you. In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair, too.
Barredo, Padrastra,
Bueno, así todo. Es Disney, no se puede. No se puede. Bueno, al ritmo que vamos, espero el Final Fantasy VII y todo, ¿eh?
Esperem, però no sé jo,
HD 1.5, HD 2.5 y 2.8, tú, está todo ahí, ¿eh?
Sí. A mí el 3, a mí el junt.
Sí. Eso para la saca para el Albert.
No m'interessa.
Uy.
Ui.
Ya está.
Lo tenim aquí, nen.
Ya está. Buah.
Some border breaches.
No me falles, Kojima, tío. No me falles.
Silenci, sisplau.
Nunca me has fallado.
Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms, like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
You can see them, right?
No, but I can sense them.
Wanna come work for me? Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
Hòstia, tio. Això és gameplay o no crec, no?
Pot ser que sigui un tros del joc, no sé. Sí que ho sembla, sí.
Hòstia, tio. Cuidado,
És un recadero, no?
El recadero de Kojima. Dentro está Metal Gear, tío.
Sí que és gameplay, això,
Hòstia, ojo, nen. Hostia, lleva un cadáver ahí, tío, colgando el cabrón.
Sí.
Sí que està ambientat en Nova Zelanda, com deien, no? Em sembla.
I també, no?
Però jo no veig gameplay de què és encara, de res, tio.
No,
Jo ho veig una mica buit encara, en plan... Jo crec que els rumors que deien que no sortirà aviat, a no sé que canviï molt això, tio. Però mira aquest fallo, cada vegada porta més coses, tio. No has vist? No et sento, tio.
Això és una col·lejada del Kojima, tio. No té cap sentit, això, tio. La maleta cada cop més gran, tio.
Ah, tio, has vist el que ha fet?
Ungla. Ara se l'arranca, jo vi.
No vull esperar un altre any per saber què cony és això, tio. Has vist abans que li ha caigut l'aigua i l'ha cremat? Ho has vist?
No.
Li ha caigut una gota, Mira, li està reaccionant. Una altra vegada, la puta paranoia aquesta, tio.
No sé si que és gameplay,
Això és gameplay, tio.
No sé, tio. Que t'he jugat més jocs actuals, tio,
Això ha de ser una cinemàtica, tio.
No, jo què sé, però potser és el motor del joc. Mira, va, boss. Mira-la.
Vols dir? Per on camina surt herba, tio. No has vist? No pot acabar que això, tio.
Headed into town.
Mira quin paraigües té, tio.
Watch yourself.
És que està tan
Things
loco.
never stay gone for long. The time fall fast forwards whatever it touches. But it can't wash everything away. The past just won't let go.
Està parlant de moviment en el temps i coses d'aquestes, com van dir rumors, eh?
Porter bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam,
Parche de bridges, portava?
it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea.
Mira, míralo. Que té pinta que aniràs caminant i controlant a l'aparell aquest, no?
Sí.
Rollo sigilo, no?
Sí, sí.
No se giren les lletres, tio.
Keeps the time fall away.
Oh.
S'assembla molt a la boss aquesta,
Què et sembla, tio?
You're too late. You still don't know who I am, do you?
Who are you?
Ui, aquí s'assemblarà un munt. Ah, tio. Ens l'ha tornat a fer un altre any el Kojima, tio. Ah, tio. Un altre
És un malparit.
Un altre puto any, tio.
El Dead Light... No, no, què és això? Un nou Ninja Gaiden o què? Ep!
Nio 2, tío.
Molt bé, molt bé.
La penya s'ha quedat com jo, mig freda, mig... eh?
Sí, la veritat, tio. Però bueno, és tan fresc, tio, que te deixa...
Sí, no, però, hòstia, té pinta que els rumors que deien que es retrasava hasta 2020, segur, eh?
Això...
Mother base, tio.
Already here.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, sí.
I thought you said it was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as
Bueno, que t'ha de sortir ja, tio, no?
Love the optimism.
Sempre surt, no?
But in my experience,
L'octubre.
when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! Yuri!
I'm slipping!
Hold on! You okay?
Yeah.
Welcome to the party! Just in time for the fireworks!
Looks like we made parole, boys.
I'm out! Electro, why is he letting everyone out?
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
Joder, tío.
Everyone just quietly go back into your cells and lock the door behind you. Okay? Please?
Ojo com es veu aquest també, tio.
Sí. Això, que ho veiem amb el cutre streaming aquest, vull dir...
Like fish in a barrel. Catastrophic event detected. That doesn't sound good. Oh, hi, Rhino.
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working for someone.
This is too good to be true.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
Charge him! Don't let up!
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Gotta stop this guy.
Joder, ¿no?
You're working for, I'll go easy on you.
Sí.
Can't stop it. But I'm flattered that you still try. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
Si és que quasi sembla que voli, tio.
Gotcha. Vulture, what?
Long time no see. We're going to have so much fun.
Sorry, no time to talk.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
frenètic, tio.
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts. Keep chasing. Party's almost over. Electro, stop!
Sí, és millor que moltes pel·lis, tio.
Sí.
How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
Qui és aquest de blanc, tio?
Sí, tio. No recordo jo, què?
In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
Bueno, pues està molt xulo, tio, no?
Sí, espectacular, tio.
Sí, sí.
Joder.
S'ha acabat o què?
S'ha acabat, això. S'ha acabat.
You do not hesitate.
Bueno, que salga alguien a decir que se ha acabado, ¿no? Vipeador.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great worldwide studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man right here, just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show.
Oh my God.
Top highlights, go.
Oh, there's no time.
Oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima looked
que tenim un altre anunci ara, no?
That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jo m'he quedat una mica bluff,
That's just the embodiment.
I'm ready,
of
sucker punch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on,
Cada
honestly,
vegada
that
veig
looks
més
so good.
clar
I know a lot of us fans have been
que no
waiting
és
for that
Metal
one.
Gear, tio.
And there was like a moment where you're like,
No, és que deve ser una paja mental,
and then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes!
And you get that
massa bona.
style over
Ni
the
és
shoulder
Metal
camera
Gear,
action. It's
ni
kind of like
sortirà d'aquí a poc,
the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want. So awesome stuff.
Yeah,
Ryan?
nice and gory.
Yeah,
As
nice and gory.
Meredith said backstage, Death Stranding. We now have more questions.
Però m'ha agradat el que he vist,
It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay there, and kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange and unusual.
Menys m'ha impactat.
Yeah, that was...
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, it wasn't a myth.
Don't know what we're going to find out there, but yeah.
So a ton of great stuff in the show overall. I mean, Neo 2, that was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff. We had a new Remedy game. Remedy's on the way. Control. Really stylish trailer. Really looking to just... I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and like... I don't know what I was looking at. But it was really stylish. I would expect no less from Remedy. But I got to say, I think my favorite was Marvel's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man that
was incredible. We have these legendary villains are back. We had Rhino, Electro, Vulture. I'm missing some. Who else were there? I mean, just one after another. That was Electro.
Spider-Man was not in a good space.
No, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Do it.
Okay, do it.
So nonchalant.
Hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely. I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, VR.
And it is quite a departure from the kinds of games that we sort of know them for. But it's very, very interesting. And I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
Ui. Ui.
Jo t'ho vull redó From Software.
Ui.
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy. And live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
La teva gata.
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac
We surely
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen,
hey,
welcome to the program. It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so it's nice to be here. And obviously, we showed you. People wanted villains, so we decided we'll give you a lot of villains. And now, and the next question is, can we play the open world? And Adam's gonna show off the New York City.
I mean, I don't know, Sid. What do you think?
Let's dive in.
Yeah,
what are we talking about here?
Get in there. We're going to boot up the demo here, and this is essentially one of the first playable demos that you guys are going to be showing off.
Yeah,
of Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So, I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam.
The game is, you know, a lot of people are like, last year's E3 was like, well, was that like just a linear level? No, like that was our Manhattan, that's our New York City, and it happens to be a main story mission. But in between, like something like you saw in the raft, or we showed that back at last E3, you can just swing around New York City and have fun.
Let's go to that footage because we have it running here on the main monitor. We'll go to it in just a second. This is the beauty of the live environment.
Yeah, this. Oh God.
Oh, this is great. I got my own little TV. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got it all.
Adam's doing a fantastic job so far. It's been really good.
So first of all, you're actually playing this right now.
Yeah. That's
right. And I do want to emphasize how beautiful this game is.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, Brian, tell me a little bit about what you guys want to show us this evening.
So I mean, the big thing is, again, I think that part of the Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around New York City and, to have, not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different activities in that world, and we wanted to give people who attend E3 an opportunity to experience that. So, obviously it's a big narrative-driven experience, but at the same time, a part of that superhero fantasy, especially that Spider-Man experience, is living within New York City and seeing that. So, Adam is he's one of our combat pro players because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that as you get better with the game, obviously, we wanted to have a pick up and play feel, but at the same time, have a level of mastery and to really show off the improvisation that we've really been talking about a lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls and to the floor and stuff. That looks really satisfying.
I mean, I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, I would say, last 6 months since we got back from the holiday break was every week I feel like I'll take the game home, and then I'll come in and say, wow, guys, I didn't know you could do that. So I think there's a lot of that. There's that sandbox nature to it as well. So, I mean, obviously you can, we have, we're going to teach you mechanics, but we want you to experiment with, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay and a lot of, Spider-Man's a very expressive character. We want players to be able to express that, whether it's in traversal or in combat.
It's gorgeous.
These animations, these animations are just blowing my mind.
Your studio has kind of been renowned for character animation and for, just fluid motion. I mean, did you guys take a lot of lessons from your previous games and really hone in on those when you were developing
I mean, I think animation's definitely been one of the hallmarks of our company, from Spyro to Ratchet to Sunset Overdrive.
Yep.
And I mean, I remember when the Sunset Overdrive reviews came out, one person actually wrote, it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game. And I was like, see, we should make it.
See, and I think you waved your phone around to the whole studio.
Exactly. We took that kind of mentality and we just injected our personality, but also, what do people want, desire from a Spider-Man experience. So, it was really great as I remember probably around the end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article about Spider-Man, and they said they want to feel like so I think that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year. Have that, it feels like an Insomniac game as much as
PlayStation 2,
I mean, just the fluidity of just moving over great distances.
Okay, so so how I kind of said experimenting, but sometimes I mean game development we're in meetings a lot, and then sometimes you take a break. And what I used to find myself doing was just swinging around New York City. It was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like when I play other games, I just walking or running or even taking a car. It feels so more natural now just to swing around like Spider-Man. So it's definitely one of those things that has that, again, just like combat, that pick and play feel, but we want players to have a level of mastery as they play and get better.
What was that? Hold on a second. That's very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, Adam showed off, I think he showed off the tripwire. It's basically a gadget that you can either attach to a piece of geometry, and the enemies walk by, they'll get grabbed and sucked back. But you can also attach it to an enemy, and if an enemy walks by, they kind of slam into each other.
That is amazing. This is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
So the focus meter is basically, there's kind of a risk reward. As you build focus, you can use it to heal.
Sid's having a religious
experience. It just looks incredible.
Okay, thank you. The team works really, really hard on it. Really, really hard.
Clearly.
And the idea is the focus is kind of a way to, it's a risk reward. Like I said, you can either heal yourself or you can kind of, if you fill up the bar, you can actually pull off a finishing move. So, as you play the game, you kind of say, maybe heal myself real quick, or I want to wait for that really extravagant move to kind of take the guy out instantly.
Got it.
Brian, a question for you is, obviously Spidey has, with his experience being under the mask for so many years now,
Yep,
in
8
your
years.
story, 8 years. Thank you. You got to be precise.
I got it. One of the first questions I get is like, is it an origin story? I'm like, no. That was like, after we decided that the webs were definitely attached to the buildings, we decided it's not going to be an origin story.
But you know, back to the combat, I mean, Spidey's experience, he has access to a lot of different techniques and technologies. How do you balance out his experience with the fact that you don't want to overwhelm a player with options, right? You want to make it approachable.
You know, I really, that comes down to our combat team, our traversal team,
like
and
this guy
our
right
designers,
here.
like Adam, and really going, okay, you know, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game, you know, finding those right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets and then suits and suit powers. And it's kind of giving over time. If we just, you know, one thing with something like E3, you know, we want you to feel great, right? But there's a lot to learn really quickly. So just, you know, normal course development, we kind of find those spots in the game where it makes most sense to teach those mechanics. And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid, what do you think?
I gotta say, this game is
beautiful,
looking
right?
absolutely gorgeous. This is, I mean, this is just, I mean, it was looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on a totally different level. And I can just see that
so much.
I can see that polish, though. That's the thing, and that's what comes out in that final few months of development.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys watched the press conference, right?
Sure.
You saw all those games, those first-party games, and they all have a level of polish. And to be in a press conference with the likes of a Naughty Dog, a Sucker Punch, Kojima Productions, we are very honored to be, and we know there's a certain level of polish that people expect from a PlayStation game, especially a first-party game. So we want to be considered right up there.
Well,
and not to mention also from the Marvel, you know, Marvel fans expect to have that perfect experience.
Of course.
May I just ask real quickly, you know, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you and for the team to be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after all that time, all that work?
I'm known as a crier, so it takes a lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're playing the theme song to the game in the background as we're sitting here, and I mean, this is an amazing industry, and to be part of it is one thing, but to work on something you truly love and something that when you were a little kid thinking, oh my God, could I ever work on a Spider-Man game, let alone be in video games, is just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe working on this game, and to work with a group like Sony and work with Marvel, and that feeling is felt by so many Insomniacs. So we couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten across the board, not only from Sony, Marvel, but also the fans, has been spectacular.
Brian, it just looks incredible. I mean, there's no other word for it. And
you're flabbergasted.
I really am. It's stunning. I mean, just look at that. How can you not be blown away by that? But we do have a limited amount of time here. Brian, you're an industry veteran. You've been in the industry for a long time. I know this is a lifelong dream for you working on this game. And I want to thank you and Insomniac for making it.
Thank you for having us.
Coming by as well.
Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use the stick mic now.
I thought you just wanted to look different from all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit. But you know, Sid, actually, I think a little earlier, we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the amazing experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. Right?
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale and a scope that we have just never seen before, and so we have people here that are playing the game. We have a lot of hands-on sessions for folks that are here for the showcase, and the game looks great. But I just love the way this whole I know her.
Oh, hi. There's familiar faces popping up.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed. Actually, another game we're about to talk about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah,
we have some. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my left and Nate Fox. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
It's really good for you to be here, and I'm so gled you're able to give us some of your time.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, kind of what we were just talking about with the team from Insomniac? What's it like for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this?
It's amazing. I mean, you try so hard to make a video game that you can get lost in, and then to come to E3 where they actually build your game. It's it's kind of a dream come true that way.
Super Punch Production.
How about you?
Oh man, it's amazing. You know, people are excited. You know, you see all the other projects, and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there. And you know, we put a lot of heart and soul into it. So it's just, that moment where it shows it is just great. So
I think we should show it because we should.
I think we do have a little bit of footage. So let's check it out. If we can
absolutely. Just hanging around down.
Aquests són els que estan fent Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I mean, this game, first of all, just gorgeous. I mean, the art direction is really coming through in an incredible way.
Espectacular,
also the technical sophistication as well.
Crec que tothom és flipant,
here in a minute. Here we go. There we go. Get into some combat.
Yeah, we have some highlights from the showcase just shown off for the first time.
Look at this.
Te'n recordes del Deep Down?
I mean, this is gorgeous.
M'ha semblat, m'ha fet la mateixa impressió.
And maybe I don't know.
Te'n recordes que era un gameplay sense veure
it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of like a classic samurai film in which you really focus in the player experience,
de interacció a la pantalla, vull
music, all the cues
no es veien els botons, ni es veia res,
tio. That must all be very intentional, I can only assume.
It is a
perquè és la de...
Yeah, like you got to take all these elements and for even that opening attack that he
had. Uncharted quan van ensenyar el primer vídeo,
before it, having the leads go by,
no havia res tampoc
of music beforehand. And that's what makes it, really powerful.
How do you coordinate all those systems?
Like, we run in strike teams. You know, we got a lot of multidisciplinary, awesome people working on it. So
yeah, but I mean, you watch a lot of samurai movies, man. I mean,
that's the real answer, actually.
Yeah. I mean, there's that quiet before the storm. It's pretty key to the genre, so just trying to make it real in a video game is our goal.
And I know that authenticity is something that's tremendously important to your entire studio in this game. Do you want to share a little bit about some of the steps, the great steps that your team went through creating that?
Yeah, I feel like we're in a super unique position because, we're part of Sony, we have J Studio, we have somebody that would be a producer on our project from J Studio. We've hired some cultural guides. Like I feel like we're in this unique position to help us create this thing. Oh, the Shoji screen, that one's a popular one.
And
this just knocked me
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's interrupt worthy right there.
Okay, so can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play? I think that's a really interesting concept here. Like, you don't have to get too far into it. I know the game's still deep in development, but tell us a little bit about that.
És espectacular també,
for lethal precision. There's not a lot of wasted energy. It's very trained experts, and so every strike, could end a life. So you want to make sure that each one counts. Yeah. I mean, right now we're allowing these characters to kind of support each other and talk to each other because it's not just kind of a furball, right? It's studying kendo. We've brought in experts to kind of show us how to do it.
Mira l'arbre, tio. Mira les fulles.
It looks like maybe your team spent 400 years making this one scene. I mean, that's the thing that I would like our audience to remember is that every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand-placed by someone at some point in time, unless you had a giant machine AI do it all by itself.
Maybe, I don't know. We have a great team. It's, creating those beautiful moments, the lethal combat, that was the goal. Like, having the visceral combat, that was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to, right, Sid?
We do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for being a part of tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima looking mighty impressive. And
should we look at some of that stuff?
Yeah, so there's a whole experience here built out for folks here at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. And we're going to get a little footage out here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Look at this. So this was that period of time. I know some of these people. This is the period of time when earlier on when we had that intermission, we had to make a little bit of time for folks to walk from one part of the experience to the next. So you're seeing shots of that right now. Very just
jugat, no hem vist el que pot ser capaç,
Yeah, gorgeous.
Jo només he vist imatges sueltes.
Again, I wish we could just open the doors for 10 million people to come in here and kind of get this all up close and personal.
10 million people might be a little more than this venue can handle.
That's right. The fire marshal may have an issue or two with that, but it really is something else, and hopefully these clips here give you a little bit of a taste of what was in store here tonight at the PlayStation E3 Showcase.
And Sid, we sneakily got a few more folks in here to join us for our program. Again, I know, and specifically to talk about those little interstitials that we were seeing in our showcase. And it's my great pleasure to introduce the media molecule.
Matching
outfits.
There we go.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is our great pleasure. I want to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing were all created inside Dreams.
That's right. That's right. So we had no idea what they were going to be shown with the game. So you know, Resident Evil and then we get to do a little trumpet.
Yeah.
Mr. Blue.
And then it's Death Stranding.
No great.
Yeah,
and the Resident Evil and the fart trumpet.
There we go.
Truly.
I mean, and we had the final word, right? The orange drummer. We need to give these guys names. If any of your viewers want to name off them, that would be awesome.
Great. But yeah, it was really fun because like, the thing about Dreams is it's really fast to create these little sort of stories and games. And so when we got the opportunity to do something fun for the press conference, it just felt like
Dreams també,
something that kind of showed off the playful nature.
Something with that, actually.
We are teasing something. We are. There's a tease in
there's method in the madness.
There is
a nice palate cleanser in between each of those, and it kind of kept everybody on their toes. Right. But I actually want to zero in a little bit more on the create mode that you guys are working on, and this is something that is, well, quite frankly, it's absolutely astonishing.
Okay, so I mean,
innovative here.
I mean, we're showing this at E3. It's so exciting for us. We're demoing it on the show floor. We've got press hands-on. So I think Dreams, you can create anything. Literally, people ask me, like, can we make games? Can we make movies? And the answer is always yes. And in fact, tonight we're going to be doing a live music show made in Dreams. And
awesome.
Show.
Okay, I was about to say, are you going to play music live?
Yep, we're going to play tonight, and hopefully we'll find a way to get it out onto the internet.
We're debuting our new band, The Molecules.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and they are literally
perfect.
They will be using the create tools that you're watching right now to perform a 15-minute live gig. I don't think anyone knows about this. Even the people out there in the garden haven't realized yet.
We're spoiling it for the folks at home.
Yeah, man, it's going to be big.
And I just want to point out is the footage that the folks at home are seeing right now. The seamless nature of the kind of create and the play, functionality of Dreams it cannot be overstated.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy. Even if you don't think that you're a game creator, even if you've never thought about game designing, if you've played games, you can do this. If you can play a platform game, if you can play our story, then you can do this. You can create your own, you can upload, and then you can share incredible levels in like 10 minutes. We're doing a demo this week at E3 where we create gameplay for a whole level in like 20 minutes, including music. You can compose your own music.
Awesome.
You can do the gameplay. You can animate. You can record voiceovers. The whole thing on a PlayStation.
And just to clarify, sorry to interrupt, is this two people both playing at once?
Yeah, it's co-op, so we're showing the co-op gameplay.
Multiple controllers, you can jam together, and it's quite funny because one of you can be testing and then another one can be getting the jump height right or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I just love Dreams, and I literally haven't even touched it yet.
Thank you so much.
But the idea really has been like what you're seeing is really this easy nature of just like picking and placing. Because I think one of the things that sometimes people get scared about the idea of the blank canvas, but actually what I love about Dreams is it's just this idea of just choice. Like every day people make choices. You put your clothes on, you might choose where you put a poster in your bedroom, and Dreams is very like that. All you're really doing is like here you're seeing like this sort of Instagram effect. You can take a scene and be able to very quickly change it so that it looks really different, and you're adding your own mark.
And then the pièce de résistance is that all of this stuff which gets made gets uploaded, and if you just want to sit back on your sofa and enjoy an unending stream of madness of the PlayStation 4 players' creations, you can, and we sort of present it to you in a stream of who knows what it's going to be like. I mean, that's what's so exciting. The beta is coming this year, so we will be starting to see what the creativity of PlayStation gamers really means for Dreams.
That's excellent. A beta coming this year for Dreams.
That's right.
And I've said this before, I'll say it again about Dreams. In my maybe 20 years of being in the industry, I've never seen anything so
thank you.
Just innovative and progressive and just potentially just game changing. So
thank you.
Hats off to you. I mean, this must have been an absolute labor of love.
It
really is. Yeah.
It's the Molecules gone mad.
It is. Yeah. And big cheers to the team. We've gone mad. Big cheers to the team back home, because people really put their hearts and souls into Dreams to really get it to the point where you are moving between these different disciplines. And right now we have a studio that jams together in a way they've never jammed together before. We have like musicians actually just jamming with animators to actually make animation. I think that's one of the things we're really starting to see is these different workflows. And that just, that's been one of the things we've really wanted to get that right. So can't wait to see like people create all different types of genres of games and really almost like just come up with completely new ways of playing. I think
we're showing some of that E3. Liam made a text adventure, and we're like, what? You can do a text? I didn't even know you could do that.
Wow.
I mean, that's like
that's amazing.
I know,
I mean, we saw what the community did with Little Big Planet.
Right.
And now imagine if you just like by a Googleplex multiplied the functionality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like raise it to the millionth power.
Specifically that.
It's unbelievable, and I want to thank both of you for coming by. And congratulations.
Thank you very much for having us.
Showcase.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to see more of this.
Stay tuned for more on the gig later on.
All right, we'll hear more.
And Sid, I think we had a couple of VR games.
We did.
Taking a look at those earlier this
We did.
evening.
We had Trover Saves the Universe, which was announced during the showcase, and we had some great stuff, Tetris Effect, earlier in the week as part of Countdown to E3, and a lot of other great stuff too. So let's take a look at the latest from PlayStation VR.
Encara hi ha més coses, tio.
Sorry I panicked. I've never seen anything like it before.
Welcome to the Vanguard. Try not to die.
El del Scrolls, tío.
Elder Scrolls? Estic per estar res, cara. Ets molt atrasat, tio.
Sí, no? Ja et veig, tio.
Ja refrescaré.
Ara sóc el Jordan, ja, tio.
Sí, tio.
If you're going to block out the sun, the least you could do is fetch me some coolant.
Now it's just a taste of what is coming to PlayStation VR, and I want to point out really quickly, Creed Rise to Power, boxing game using 2 moves on VR. One of the most intoxicating experiences I've had in VR.
Yeah.
It almost felt like boxing is like the perfect fit for the VR medium, because you got the leaning, you can dodge.
Oh gosh,
I'm going all over
Careful,
here.
Ryan.
God, I was in danger for a second. I have to give a quick shout out to Bathtub Guy. I mean, let's just put one out there for Bathtub Guy. I hope that 711 gets one really quickly.
711. Oh, Squanch.
Yeah. And also remember, earlier in the week, Ben Studio gave us another look at Days Gone and their release date.
They did.
February 22nd.
Outstanding. Very good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about the venue we've got here. It takes an army practically to create the kind of experience that we had here tonight for members of the press and community. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And actually, rather than talk about it, let's just show it. We have a great video that shows how it was all put together.
Ya nos van a enseñar cómo montar la carpa, tío.
Sí. Amb el 22 de febrer surt el Days Gone, l'Anthem i un altre que van anunciar de Microsoft que també sortia el 22. Això és...
Bueno, perquè hi ha jocs que volen que surtin...
Sí, l'hòstia, tio.
Que surtin abans de l'any fiscal, tio.
Just a really cool look there at what it took to create this experience here tonight, and thank you to everybody who was involved. But we're just getting started here, actually. This is still, we have a lot more to come this week. We are here at the showcase. We're seeing a little footage of that right now. But tomorrow, we are going to move to the LA Convention Center and E3 proper, where...
At live.playstation.com?
Well, I mean...
Oh, in Los Angeles?
I didn't know what
I was supposed to say.
PlayStation Live from E3.
Oh, okay, yes.
You know the thing you worked on.
Yeah, the thing that I worked on, but I didn't know what the question was.
Ryan, you packed the schedule.
Yeah,
you got a lot of great games, a lot of great guests.
Content.
Want to apologize to all the crew, but I appreciate all the help that they're going to put us on. But yeah, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, that's on Tuesday, we're going to be starting our big PlayStation Live from E3. Oh, and here's a little bit of the schedule.
Okay, let's analyze this closely here.
Look
Spyro, that's good.
This.
People are going to be into that.
Concrete Genie. I'm actually really excited to get a little closer look at that one, too.
More Marvel Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil 2. Excellent.
If it was amazing and potentially on the showcase this evening, chances are we're going to take a look at it again tomorrow and Wednesday.
A deeper, closer look at it.
A deeper, closer look.
Death Stranding panel.
That's right.
We only end with more questions.
Further questions. And let's take a look at Wednesday while we're at it here. We've got a lot going on Wednesday, starting off with a lot of VR.
Yes, so starting at 10 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday morning, you are going to see over an hour of PlayStation VR content. Again, we are going to go rapid fire on that, so hosts, please be prepared.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Tetris Effect, Ghost Giant, Creed, Vacation Simulator.
That's a fun one. I got a chance to try that.
And Firewall 0 Hour. There is a lot to look at. And then, of course, leading through the rest of the day all the way till 5 p.m., we have a ton of great games coming up, amazing interviews, and a lot more for folks watching at home. Again, you can continue watching live.playstation.com for all that.
Or Twitch.
Twitch.tv/PlayStation
or YouTube.com/PlayStation. Don't make me go through the whole list.
There's so many.
There's so many.
Just come back and watch.
That's right. Come back and watch. We've got a lot more going on starting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. But to all of you out there who watched us here tonight, watch the PlayStation E3 Showcase, whether you were in your home, on your phone, or in a theater somewhere in the United States, Latin America, or Canada. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bueno, ahora sí que... Sí que sí, ¿no? Bueno, què t'ha semblat?
Ha començat fluixeta, estrany, però bueno, després han ensenyat coses que realment han estat interessants.
Esperava alguna sorpresa més, però reconec que n'hi ha hagut de bastantes sorpreses també. El Nioh 2, el Ghost of Tsushima aquest m'ha impressionat molt, és el que més m'ha agradat.
Sí, realment espectacular.
El Ghost of Tsushima ese me tiene loco y el Death Stranding tenía el hype demasiado elevado yo.
Sí, que estábamos molt flipats, tío.
Estábamos demasiado flipados. Pero bueno, sí que todavía ahora han puesto al final de la conferencia el panel de mini conferencias o cosas que van a enseñar mañana y pasado, ¿no?
Sí.
Y bueno.
Y había una entrevista de Kojima.
Sí, a ver si...
A ver si explica algo.
No sé, tío, al menos que... Es que me da... Después de lo que han enseñado, es un tráiler más.
Yo me lo he tornado a mirar, o sigui que...
Sí, seguro que mañana ya hay 1000 paranoias, ¿no? Diciendo que si eso significa no sé qué, aquello significa no sé cuántos, que seguramente un humano normal...
Pensa que tampoc podem descartar el Metal Gear, o sigui...
Vols dir?
Potser arribarà el moment de dir-ho, No sé, perquè realment no entenc res, o sigui...
No sé, tío, pero me ha dejado un poco bluff, Sí. Pero bueno, hay otras cosas que, hostia, Last of Us 2 súper chulo. Había un montón de juegos que eran Spider-Man. Hostia, como pinta el Spider-Man. Todos pintan súper chulos, tío. Muy bien,
Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2, tío. La peña se ha hecho
Bona
juego.
Pinta,
Sí. No.
Bueno, és un format diferent de conferència, no sé. Crec que potser... En vez de quantitat, han apostat per qualitat, ¿no? O sigui...
Sí, no, a ver, y cantidad también ha habido, O sea, ha estado bien,
Sí, però no n'hi ha hagut 50, per exemple, saps?
Ah, bueno, comparado con Microsoft.
Clar, però tots els que han sortit, pues, déu-n'hi-do.
Hostia, pero yo lo veo más como un super cierre de PlayStation 4 que otra cosa.
Sí.
Hostia, te han enseñado juegazos para acabar este año y para el año que viene, entiendo, la mayoría. Y después ya, pues, lo siento mucho, pero se acabó la Play 4, o sea, es que no hay más.
Es que hay de vida,
también. Es lo que hay, no hay más. Y es más, el Ghost of Tsushima ese, a mí me atufa a Play 5, pero bueno, no sé.
No crec, tio, no crec. Ja t'ho dic, veient els últims jocs que estan sortint, el nivell és molt alt, tio. L'Horizon mateix, ja t'ho dic, tio, o sigui... Jo vaig jugar i vaig al·lucinar amb els gràfics que té, tio.
Sí, però és que esto està a un nivell...
I el God of War... I quan jugui al God of War, que me'l compraré d'aquí poc, o sigui, ja t'ho diré, o sigui... No sé, tio, és que... Al final de cada generació sempre s'exprimeix la màquina.
Sí, pero lo veo excesivo ese, Lo veo muy por encima de la media,
Ja, d'això es tracta dels exclusius, tio, o sigui, que siguin la bomba.
Pero tal y como lo han enseñado hoy, Luego a lo mejor tendrá un pequeño downgrade o lo que sea.
Això segurament, segurament. Però vull dir que fins ara tots els jocs que han anat sortint, quan els van presentar també hauríem dir, hòstia, quina flipada. I després el God of War quan el van presentar, semblava allò Play 5 també. I al final, doncs mira, s'ha demostrat creativitat amb potser un menys de qualitat del vídeo, però, hòstia, impressionant.
Bueno, pues...
Ja veurem, a veure.
Yo creo que hasta aquí el... ¿Algo más que decir, Albert? ¿La conferencia?
No, ja està.
Se finí, ¿no?
Al principi m'he cagat amb tot, perquè dic, això què és, o sigui, aquest format, però bueno, després ho han arreglat una miqueta.
Sí, luego ha estado bien, ha estado apañado. No,
sí.
La verdad que sí. Bueno, señores, lo dejamos aquí,